Please help me understand Democrats, black Democrats out there. I'm talking to you. See, many of you, perhaps even most of you, constantly like to talk about the racist history of America and how terrible that history was. It's a history that has a lasting impact, you say. It affects us even today. So rather than to embrace forgiveness, you all continually push to remind the world of America's racist history. That seems to be the logic. Never let whites off the hook. But then, how is it that you continue to vote for the Democratic Party, who by all historical accounts were the major purveyors of this history that you can't seem to forgive or get over? It was the Democrats who defended slavery, who formed the Ku Klux Klan and voted against any actions being brought against Klan-led violence. It was the Democrats who imposed segregation, who were against the Civil Rights Act, and it was the Democrats who were responsible for most of, if not all of the lynchings of blacks. Somehow you seem to have forgiven and forgotten when it comes to Democrats. Yet you still press the issue of America's racist past, all while having your eyes glaze right over when reminded of the Democrats and that dirty detail of the past. You say that the racism of today has gone underground, that it hides in the shadows. It's no longer out in the open. You just have to have faith that it's there. Okay. If that's the case, could it be that the same racism that you believe is hiding right within the party that you vote for every single election? By definition, racism is one race thinking that it's superior to another. Now, preferential treatment is given to those that white Democrats think of as being incapable of competing with them on a level playing field. So if white Democrats think that they have a superior ability over blacks when it comes to getting something as simple as an ID to vote, then that's racist by definition. If a white Democrat thinks that blacks need lower standards than whites to get into college or to get a job, then that's racist by definition. If a white Democrat thinks that they have to help you with every little thing that you do or any little misstep that you've had because they hold you to a lower standard and have lower expectations of you, then they do not think of you as being at the same level as they are. That is them thinking that they're superior to you, and that is the very definition of the word racism. So, to my Democrat black Americans, please consider this. Consider that racist boogeyman that you say is lurking in the darkness, consider that you are the ones in the dark sleeping with that enemy. You've been in bed with this brand of racism for a long time. It's a brand of racism so far underground that it's used your own hypersensitivity towards racism against you. It's used that same hypersensitivity about racism to convince you that everyone else is racist but them. That they are to be trusted, forgiven, defended, and voted for, and meanwhile, those who want to treat you equally or simply by the content of your character instead of your skin color, that those are the racists. Thomas Sowell may have put it best when he said, "When people get used to preferential treatment, equal treatment seems like discrimination." The Democrats have been offering you preferential treatment for over 4 decades in exchange for your votes. Since then, everything has gotten worse. Yet you still forgive and still forget. Perhaps it's time to walk away. Walk away from the party that's been working overtime to conceal its racist past and present. Walk away from those who do not consider you to be competent enough to compete with them. Perhaps it's time to consider another option. Perhaps it's time to consider culture. If you enjoyed this content, please consider donating to my Patreon account. A link will be found in the description of this video. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and beef with me in the comments. I'm Chi Brown, and I'm out.
No more Yaza Baza.